Good morning, Flagler County, and welcome to Veterans on Point, a WNCF radio show developed in mind for our county's beloved and respected veterans population, and anyone else listening via internet or podcast. I'm your host, David Lydon, the Flagler County Veteran Services Officer, and naturally, I'm here with my friend and colleague at the office, Eric Flores. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all our listener and watcher, everybody viewing our podcast every weekend. I hope that everybody's doing well, health-wise, enjoying it every day that we have.
If you're lucky enough to live in Flagler County, you're lucky enough. And if you're watching on YouTube, you will see we have a guest in the studio today with of course, we've got Jeff Kingdon here, our woodworker pal, Marine Corps veteran. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, everybody.
He's in the around the last month or so of his reign as the Flagler County Veterans Veteran of the Year. And we have another guest in here. It's Nicolle with two L's, Crow, and she is the activities director at Sancerre Assisted Living Facility in Palm Coast, right? Is that your title?
Yes, I am resident experience director.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Nicolle.
That's a good title. So what we're going to do is talk to Nicolle later in the show. Sancerre goes above and beyond to take care of their veterans.
They do.
And they have special programs, and there's one, they did one last year where they had some veterans get to fly in a biplane. And Nicolle has organized another it's a trip this year. It's an honor flight, and veterans get taken up to Washington, D.C. to see the monuments and other things like that. She's going to tell us how she organized that. And then we hope to have her back in a few weeks when the trip is done to let us know. Maybe bring one of the veterans who went on the trip to share their experience if we can do that later on. But we'll be back with Jeff and Nicolle in a few. All right, so Eric and I are your Flagler County Veteran Services officers. We're at 1769 East Moody Boulevard in Bunnell. The phone number is 386-313-4014. We're there to help you with your VA claims and much more, with DFAS, Defense Finance Accounting Service type information, with maybe helping you get logged into your va.gov, maybe help you do your account on login.gov and id.me. And just had somebody in this couple days ago, and they were trying to get their DD Form 214 off the National Personnel Records Center. They had ordered it, and the NPRC sent it to them, and they had to do it through id.me. They were having a hard time downloading it, so they came in the office, and we took care of it. So we do all kinds of stuff like that to help our veterans. Song of the week, of course, is the Star Spangled Banner. We'll go back to our traditional one. And I've got to let you know that Massage by Natalie and Company is a sponsor of the podcast on WNZF. And I don't know if Nicolle gets achy, breaky bones like veterans do, but
like
that's
I do.
but that's what's Massage by Natalie and Company. That's good for achy, breaky bones. And they're at 386-227-7499. And their location is 4871 Palm Coast Parkway Northwest, Suite number 1. We have to acknowledge our League of Loyal Listeners, because if we don't, there's a guy up there who's in charge of it all, who's at Sancerre, and his name is Billy Jones.
Good morning, Billy.
He's
Good morning,
the leader
Billy.
of our of our League of Loyal Listeners, and of course, he is well known to Nicolle as well.
He's actually known as Billy Buttermilk Billy. That's what we call him at Sancerre.
That's a new
He
one to me.
loves buttermilk.
He does love buttermilk.
Billy Jones.
And when he was seeking out a place to retire, we met with the chef up there. I had lunch with Billy at Sancerre, and I mentioned to the chef that Billy enjoys buttermilk almost daily, and the chef said, "That's perfect, because we always have buttermilk on hand because we make our salad dressings from scratch." So I think he did drink it all one week, and they were on backfill or back order. So
He definitely did.
and he's gonna chastise me for talking so much about him on the show this week, but that's okay, Billy, right? And then we got you know this man too. It's Navy Master Chief Dan Cairns and his wife Kay. They're
Good
also
morning,
at Sancerre,
Shemay.
and they're
Miss Kay.
loyal listeners.
I do. We all love Danny.
And of course, Jeff is a loyal listener and
He's right here.
a regular guest. Then we got talking Tom Pikarski. Tom's been to Sancerre as a with the VFW Riders and doing the Quilt of Honor. So
Morning, Tom.
you may have run into Tom before. And we have Charlie Hanger may have been there as well. Charlie Hanger is an Army veteran. His wife Jenny listens as well. And then we've got Dennis. Dennis heads up the guitars for vets over at the DAV. And we cannot forget James the Mail Maid.
No, at all.
You know, we've never met James face to face. We've gotten plenty of voice messages from him. And
Almost every week.
He's a regular listener. And
The last one was kind of long that even the voicemail cut off, so you have to call again and leave it. But thank you, James.
And this week he wanted us to know, because last week he heard us talking about how ginger and turmeric is good for inflammation. He wanted to make sure our listeners knew that glucosamine is something that has helped him and helped the patients that he works with. So thank you, James the Mail Maid. And we can't forget Bicycle Frank. Have you seen him riding around again?
Actually, yes. No, the day before yesterday, I saw crossing this 100 from north side to south side. I said, oh, Lord.
Now, Nicolle, I don't know if you know Bicycle Frank, but he's an mid-80s guy. Still rides his bicycle around. Usually, did he have a trailer on his bike? With
No,
his,
no,
with
this
all his
time.
tools
Only
and-
a bike.
No, just a bike.
And he was crossing the avenue like that. He wasn't even riding. He was like, oh, Lord. But he did it.
All right. So, and we can't forget Frankie Jr.
Frankie Jr. and Sr.
Frankie
yes.
Jr. I've been handing out those coins that you supplied, and you asked me to hand out to veterans who come through the office. Once in a while I forget, but today I did give out 2, so we'll keep doing that in your name and your honor. So thank you, Frankie Jr. and your dad, Frankie Sr.
Dave, I handed out, you gave me several coins, and I handed them out to the veterans at Sancerre, those coins.
Awesome.
They
Very good.
appreciated them.
Thank you, Jeff.
Delmer, I don't know if he's still listening, but he stopped by the office, a couple of days ago. So,
He told me that was the first coin he ever got.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, Delmer.
He's
Thanks,
back.
Thanks for stopping by, Delmer. All right, folks. As you know, we have been profiling presidents for the last 30 plus weeks, and again, we're going to do it today. And we're at our 33rd president, who is Harry S. Truman, who served from 1945 to 1953. He stepped into the presidency after Franklin Delano Roosevelt's sudden death. Truman was born on May 8, 1884, in Lamar, Missouri. Truman's life and leadership were marked by humility, decisiveness, and lesser-known quirks that shaped his legacy. His presidency navigated the end of World War II, the dawn of the Cold War, and domestic challenges, but several intriguing facts about Truman reveal the man behind the office. Truman's middle initial, S, famously stands for nothing. His parents chose it to honor both his grandfathers, Anderson Ship Truman and Solomon Young, avoiding favoritism. This unusual naming choice reflects his modest, practical upbringing on a Missouri farm, where he developed a work ethic that defined his character. Unlike many presidents, Truman never earned a college degree, yet he was an avid reader, devouring history and biographies, which informed his decision-making. A little-known fact is Truman's near-death experience as a young man. In 1918, while serving as an artillery captain in World War I, he led his unit through intense German shelling in the Vosges Mountains. His calm leadership saved lives, earning him lifelong loyalty from his men. This courage carried into his presidency, and most notably his decision to drop atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. A choice that ended World War II but remains controversial. Truman later revealed he made the decision in just 15 minutes, reflecting his decisive nature, though he privately wrestled with its moral weight. Truman's frugality was legendary. After his presidency, he lived modestly in Independence, Missouri, refusing to capitalize on his fame. He personally answered fan mail and once drove his family across country in a Chrysler, stopping at diners like an ordinary citizen. His down-to-earth demeanor extended to his love for poker and bourbon, often playing late-night games with aides. Yet he maintained discipline, walking at 5:30 a.m. daily to walk 2 miles, a habit from his Army days. Another obscure detail is Truman's role in desegregating the military. In 1948, he signed Executive Order 9981, ending racial segregation in the armed forces, a bold move during a time of entrenched discrimination. His commitment to civil rights, though overshadowed by later leaders, laid critical groundwork. Truman's presidency also saw the creation of the CIA and NATO, shaping U.S. global influence. His fair deal pushed progressive policies, though many stalled in Congress. After leaving office, he remained candid, once calling the White House a great white jail. Truman died in 1972, leaving a legacy of grit, integrity, and understated impact, proving that ordinary roots could yield extraordinary leadership. And the quote of the week is from Truman, and you've probably heard this before, but the buck stops here. And so that's taking responsibility, and which unfortunately we don't see a lot of leaders do. Yeah, the pointing the fingers opposite way. So leaders could learn a little bit, go back in history, and review people like President Truman. So everybody learned something this week?
Yes. Good history, David. I learn something every week.
And now when you go back and talk to Billy, you know a little bit more, or remember a little bit more about President Truman. I knew you knew all this from
Yes, he
school.
gave me a lesson this morning.
He did. I'm sure he did. Okay, that's the part of the show now where we say, drivers, drivers, drivers. The DAV is seeking volunteer drivers to take veterans from their homes to their VA appointments, whether that's a VA medical center appointment, a VA clinic appointment, a VA compensation and pension exam, or a community care network appointment that's been set up by the VA. Give the DAV a call. That's DAV Chapter 86 at 386-439-2122 to find out how you can become a volunteer or how you can take advantage of the transportation program. You do not need to use your own vehicle as a volunteer. You do need to be insurable, and you do need a background check and a physical by the VA. Excuse me. Nicolle, this is available to the veterans at Sancerre too, if they ever have. I don't know how many of them are at the use the VA, but if you don't have one of your buses available or they don't know how they're going to get there, they can give the DAV about a 7-day notice that they have an appointment, and they'll come pick up the veteran at Sancerre and take them to their VA appointment.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. We still have some that drive there, and we do have a bus. Jeff has gave us a lot of resources for our veterans.
Yeah, I know Jeff meets with them about monthly, and I think he's shared this many times. But
yeah, we actually have a vet-to-vet cafe. We host it the third Thursday of the month at 10:30 a.m. at our community. It is welcome to any veterans in the community. Jeff always comes. We have a Halifax that comes also, and just resources and to chit-chat.
And a dozen donuts.
Yes, and we
right.
have Dunkin' Donuts.
and that's why I know that when I say Sancerre goes above and beyond for the veterans, it's even simple informational gatherings like that for veterans. But you got the big things like we're going to talk about today, the honor flight, and you might mention the biplane that that event that was done last fall, which Dan Cairns enjoyed the most, I think.
He truly did, and he got in that plane faster than anyone else.
Yeah, he did.
He had a blast.
Especially for he was using a walker. He just tossed that walker aside, and he was rejuvenated.
He does that a lot.
I was not there, but I know he had a blast.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
Okay.
truly did have a good time.
Just a few more things before we get to Nicolle about Sancerre and all they do, and that's the Veteran of the Year nomination period is closed as of the 30th of September. Got to remind you that, of course, Veterans Day is coming up on the 11th of November. That's a Tuesday this year. To register to be in the parade, which is, there's going to be a third annual parade now. You go to FlaglerVeteransDayParade.com. And the parade's going to start at 10 o'clock. The gathering point's down at the old Coquina building, Bunnell, which is roughly around US 1 and Moody Boulevard. and goes from, like I said, starts at 10. It's going to go 3/4 of a mile east on Moody Boulevard and finish up at the Government Services Building, where we'll have our Veterans Day ceremony, which will roughly be around 11 o'clock, depending on the parade's completion. And, of course, this year, as I mentioned, we're going to have Dave Freeman he's going to be the Grand Marshal, and he's going to be the guest speaker. He's a U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel retired, and recently he did his 2,200 miles up the Appalachian Trail. I don't know if you saw it in the newspaper, Nicolle.
Wow, no, I did not.
Yeah, so that's I'm sure he's going to put that all together into a great speech, and so we look forward to that. All right, so no time like the present to talk to Nicolle about the honor flight and how you went about figuring that out and who put you in touch with it and how you. I knew that.
Well, like anything veteran related, my lovely resource sitting right next to me, he gives me the best resources. He every week he comes with something new and puts me right to work. So we started out, I went online to First Coast Honor Flight. It actually is a pretty easy process. You'll go online, you'll fill out a few questions. You can print out the application, fill that out, and then submit it. I did mine first as a guardian, just so my name was in there and they could see it and pull it immediately. I had a response within like 2 days. And then I also had my veterans fill out their information. I helped them, submitted all of that, and they responded within probably like a week.
Now, I know there can be a waiting period.
Yes.
And
yes.
so from the time that you nominated or entered veterans from Sancerre, how long was the process that they notified them, and how long did they have to wait before the trip came up?
Well, we filled out the paperwork. We got a response within a week. And then after that, they have to vote on it. And it's right before they go on the trip. So we didn't find out probably until just probably about a month ago.
And you did it online when?
A few months ago. Yeah. It was a few
Okay.
months ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's kind of the timeline I've understood. But it's still worthwhile. So did every veteran you submitted get
Yes, all 3 of my veterans did.
Yeah,
I know when they convene the board, they go based on age and your health and whatnot and vote on you. So it's a chance you could not get in,
Yep.
but I lucked out. All of my veterans did get in.
That's awesome.
And I bet they're excited.
They were very excited. We actually just had orientation 2 weeks ago, and we went to Jacksonville at Citibank and met everyone, the people in charge of the event, all the guardians, the veterans. We were there all day. They fed us lunch, went over everything.
So you got a couple more guardians from Sancerre going, or?
We actually don't. We have 2 Citibank workers that are actually
okay.
going with us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have guardians from all over. So you don't even actually have to have a veteran per se. You can go on there and apply to be a guardian.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a $400 fee that you do have to donate for it, and it just covers your cost of airfare and whatnot.
Well, that's
So-
a good way to go. Jeff, I think he was interested in going, so
I
that's
told
a good
him
way
he
to
should have
go.
gone with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Are they going commercial? Or are they going in a C-17? Do you know? The
So it
military
is
plane.
commercial,
Okay.
but I know they streamline us. Like when we just went to the orientation, we did TSA there, filled out everything, submitted our documents. We meet them at the front of the airport, and they take us this whole route, not like regular people. They even block off the restroom, they said. When we have to use the restroom, they're going to feed us breakfast. So it's all set, very professional.
Wow.
And what time do you have to be there?
Well,
Oh, dark 30?
we have to meet at the Citibank Center at 3 a.m. to get on a shuttle, and we will shuttle over to the airport together. So Sancerre resident veterans will be leaving at 2 a.m.
Wow.
They better go to sleep early that day.
I'll be there at 1 a.m.
Hello.
doing the wake-up call.
Yeah.
You can take a nap on the plane on the way up.
Reveille.
Yeah.
Yes. I told all of them, sleep when we're sitting.
Yeah. That's great.
So who are you pushing around? Do you know yet?
So I'm going to be pushing Tim Brennan. He's one of our residents. He was in the Air Force for over 20 years, And he was also a Pentagon working for almost 20 years.
He's the veteran with the still got brown hair and a brown beard.
He's got a little gray in his beard. He is our youngest resident. He is.
But he's got a good head of hair, better than
does.
mine.
And he can grow a beard like no other.
So, as I mentioned, Sancerre goes above and beyond for veterans. I mean, you just get a feel. They've got the picture board there across from the dining hall. The dining, I guess, what do you call it? You call it a dining hall? I still talk like I'm in the military, the dining hall.
Galley, chow hall.
Our dining room.
Doing
Dining
dining
room.
room.
Yeah.
And it's across from there. And Billy just recently got put on the board. He was wondering why Jeff brought somebody to take his picture. And so Billy's on the board.
He's on the board. He's very excited.
Good for Billy.
You know, honestly, I think since I've been here doing this job for the county, that's the first time I see that I know any facility here locally doing what you guys doing, and I take my hat to you guys.
Oh,
So tell us about the biplane. How did that one come about?
That was a little more of a process. Myself and our executive director had worked on that, submitting paperwork. And then you finally hear back.
Because that one is really selective, right? It's. I mean, there's
We didn't really have that big of an issue getting selected.
Really?
They came right out, especially, I'm assuming, because we have an airport right here, so
that
it's very
helps. That helps.
convenient. But they go all
I bet
over.
you it's a lot of work for. What's your title again?
Resident Experience Director.
Okay, I bet you for other people that do what you do, it might be too much work. I know it's
could
not too
be.
much work for you.
It's a lot. You know, I had 5 kids, so I'm used to
Yeah.
staying busy, and I have.
And you're super patriotic. Every time we go there, you're wearing something that says something about America or.
I do. It's kind of a personal mission, you know. I feel like what they did for our country, all we can do for them is try to give back to them every day because it's just amazing what they've done.
I hope Sancerre knows how lucky they are to have you.
Yes,
Oh,
they are.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I love my veterans and my residents.
Well, I really like Sancerre.
Yeah.
You know,
Seriously. Can I put my reservation now?
It's a fun place, you know. Most seniors come
Well,
there
everybody's
thinking
friendly.
it's
Yes.
oh, this is the end of life. I have to stay here, but it's not, you know. We try to keep them engaged in all kinds of activities. We try to keep them engaged in the community. You know, we just want them to live life to the fullest.
But anytime I've been there, all the staff is very friendly, very outgoing.
Yes, they are.
And when it's amazing when I brought Billy there because Billy was trying out different places and they invited him for lunch. And then the chef came out and gave the chef comes out of the kitchen and just briefs Billy on what they do and how they do it.
I think the chef is the one who sold that place.
Our
Once he said-
chef, Chris Corrado, I always say his name wrong. He's going to get mad at me. He's amazing. He goes above and beyond.
I
He
noticed.
will make anything you want, do anything you want. If I have any idea or he has an idea, we whip it together and make it happen, and the residents just love it.
That's cool.
awesome.
And one of these, I don't know I guess the title would be a server. Was that one of the ladies, Diana? Billy calls her
Yes.
Princess Diana, and she's agreed to be our singer for the national anthem at the.
She has a
Veterans
beautiful voice, very sweet lady.
Haven't heard her. Well, I have heard her sing on YouTube because she toured with Starship from I think 96 or 93 to 2006 or something. Like that.
Yeah, 10 years.
A long time. And she was I saw on YouTube, she was, even when Starship got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, she was performing with them then at the ceremony. So,
Yeah, she was.
so that's we're really excited to have her this Veterans Day
That is cool.
as our singer. So
She sings for us sometimes. She was doing Christmas carols at our volleyball event
really?
that we have at Christmas. Floor to
Awesome.
floor. Yeah.
well, it's been really great to have you here, Nicolle, with 2 L's.
Well, I appreciate you having
Very
me here.
patriotic person who's taking care of veterans up at Sancerre. She's going to do honor flight. What day is your honor flight? This coming weekend?
It is. It's a
Oh, man.
Saturday.
You better rest up because you got to get up early on Saturday morning.
No sleep, definitely.
Well, thanks for being here,
Thank you,
And
Nicolle.
I know we'll see you around up there at the assisted living facility. And we got to let everybody know that where it is here, no country, no state, no community does more for veterans than the United States of America, the great and free state of Florida, the wonderful Flagler County, the lovely city of Palm Coast, all of our beautiful beach cities, and of course, Sancerre Assisted Living.
Yeah.
Facility. We implore you to be a victor, not a victim, to be educated, not indoctrinated, and most importantly, be kind to someone today, or many someones. And we thank you for listening. Again, thank you, Nicolle, for being here.
Thank you,
Eric, any
Nicolle.
final thoughts?
Thank you, Jeff. No, thanks, guys, for watching our show and to be so supportive to our show.
Jeff, you got something? Oh, the Wall of Honor photo.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Can I real quick show you the Wall of Honor? Sancerre has 2 walls of honor, one in memory care
Oh, that's true. That's right.
and one outside of the restaurant.
Yes.
One outside of the restaurant.
The dining hall.
But it says Wall of Honor with the 6 military branches on it, and they have pictures of each of the veterans there.
That's cool.
It's a beautiful wall. Thank you for helping it with us. It's gorgeous.
Thank you for what you do for veterans.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't do it without you. You're my information source. He knows everything about veterans. It's wonderful.
He comes down and listens to me and Eric. Well, thank you, Jeff, and thank you,
Thank you,
Nicolle,
sir.
and thank you, Eric, and thanks everybody for listening. We'll be back with you next week, and take care.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Have a good week.